What's up, y'all? Good morning. It's your boy Breon. This is Trey TV, and I just want to get into like a little discussion piece right now. I know y'all know me for singing, but I just want to get to those like a little dis- discussion popping off. So if you happen to look into this and uh, pay that much attention to it, I guess you could subscribe, leave comments, like, dislike, whatever. Just please leave your cousin to a minimum. Wow. But anyways, what is this world coming to? It's a crazy thing. Not a lot of people notice it. Those who notice are the ones who are on the outside looking in, but those who don't notice are the crazy ones on the inside not looking out. And do not see that this world is waxing worse and worse, and it's just crazy. You think about all that's going on, and just even the world makes a big fuss about religion, and don't get me wrong, they should. It's every something, a lot of things. Basically, if you ask me, everything in life has to play with something spiritual, but people aren't paying attention. And you just think about how things are going, and a lot of people are lost. I know some of y'all who might end up watching like, you the one that's lost. Y'all know what you're talking about. You don't know what I'm talking about either. So I'm just saying, like, okay, we gonna get a little bit into religion. I did not see the Grammys, but I happened to be on YouTube and I seen what most have called Nicki Minaj's alleged Illuminati performance. That was creepy. And if you ask me, it just proves that the Roman Catholic Church is the devil. Yeah, I said it. And if you don't like it, you can leave. I never asked you to get on here. But while you on here, subscribe. No, I'm just kidding. But, but for real, the Roman Catholic Church is the devil, if you ask me. That's evil. It's evil. For real. First of all, I can't get into that confession thing. Who are you to tell me that I gotta come in the box and sit in somebody's phone booth and confess my sins to a man? What he doing in that box? What, what he doing in the other side? I could be telling you about how I touch somebody. You could be over there touching somebody. That's nasty. You got a church where all you gotta do is confess your sins to a man, ask a man for forgiveness, and you can go back out to the world fornicating, committing adultery, all these things that are clearly wrong, that are killing you, and they make it seem like, hold up. And then they have the audacity to be trying to commit some exorcisms. You ain't got no power. Y'all out here sinning and trying to save sinners. That's not balanced. That's very unbalanced. Got to. I can't say things like I want to say them because it gets really grinds my gears, like Peter Griffin would say. I'm like, wow. And then she wants to do this like this old David Copperfield, David Blaine. Even though you could see that it wasn't the illusion, the little board that she was raised up on. I'm like, is you true, Nikki? Is you really honestly serious? I could care less about what she's doing. It's like, wow. What really gets me is the people on the outside looking in like, it's just good entertainment. No, it's demonic. It's very satanic. It's very evil. And it's like the things that people have been taught over the course of this the history of the world. It's just like, wow, how the devil does what he does. Sometimes people don't give him credit. That liar is a liar. His power of manipulation is like no other. And people just so caught up in the lust and the love of the flesh that they let these things consume them and control them. And it's very, very sad to see. But you know what? The thing is, it's like, I know, coming from a person who was in the world, like y'all seen Colored Girls and Macy Grace, God, I was in the world. I was in the world, and I could tell you some things. I mean, I'm 22, and I done did a couple of things. I mean, of course, you don't know me, so you gonna judge. You're going to judge because it's natural. But I forgive you. And I hope you forgive me. But if you don't, hey, I ain't gotta worry about that. I forgive you. But not actually, I don't want you guys to be mad, but someone's always gonna take offense to something that's said. But all I know is that things are just crazy. It's just, you think about how things that were frowned upon, which should be frowned upon, that you were taught about growing up, have become legal and stuff. Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, or if you want to, get me wrong, but gay marriage is wrong. First of all, it's not right. I mean, and we gonna get a little bit into that on another segment. But you got men marrying men, women marrying women. Hold up, I don't care what you could do with somebody's egg and whose body you could put it in, or you can't do what you two women can't do with another woman. You can. I don't care what nobody says. If anybody know me, then they know where I'm coming from. But y'all don't know my story. All I can say is this: it's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's the devil. It's the devil, and it's like, wow. Cause it's like, I just sit back and I'm like, man, if people could just take a chance to let their eyes be open, y'all can't compromise with nothing if it don't make you happy. That's the thing about people. If it don't make them happy, then they don't want to hear about it. People don't care about your pain; they care about their pleasure, and that's a sad thing. I was watching someone else's video on YouTube. We got to talking about how they would hang out with, this is an African American man, and he was talking about how he was hanging out with some of his Caucasian friends, and I mean, it's no secret that a lot of white people are well-to-do, well together, well blessed financially. I mean, hey, that's how this cricket system works, and I'm gonna say that like it is because, I mean, I'm not one that's gonna sugarcoat nothing. That's how this nation is. They show favoritism. We've been here for a while, and things that, I mean, I'm not about to. I could be very professional and articulate and intellectual with anybody. I can get on a very, very, what's the word? Political. I could get very political with anybody. The thing is, I know. I mean, we sometimes we degrade ourselves just to get to a social position, and it's like, for what? Because you'll never respect me. But the thing is, respect is respect. I mean, integrity and pride and dignity. Which I know how to keep I know how to hold my head up high. I'm a very good actor, but it's obvious to see that people play you because they have the power to play you. But the thing is, you'll have the audacity to look down on somebody when you're the reason why they can't progress. They can never come up. Come on now, get that together. Stop acting like we dirty. Nah, it's just, this is a crooked system running by a crooked nation, and you got the audacity trying to make it seem like y'all better than somebody. Nah, cause y'all want to stay in the social position that y'all won't let nobody reach because you already got the power. And that's the funny thing, because 9 out of 10 y'all feel threatened by someone else, another minority. That's just how I feel. You don't like it, to the left, to the right, bye bye bye. I don't really care. It's just, and he got to talking about how he clearly told his friends, like, his friend called him and asked him if he could hang out with him. He said, you know what? He was a homosexual, and y'all know, you're probably thinking, why would you watching that? Okay, because I used to live in lifestyle, and whether you like it or not, I don't shun homosexuality. I just know it's wrong. I used to be there, and I believe that it's, regardless of how this world takes it, it's a wrong thing to be. And I know some people like, how can you be gay and then one day back in the closet? And that's a good question, and it's possible. It's called self-control. And I know some people are like, well, because I've had some people, because I've even written some comments from some other people's posts, and it was like, well, I think you're beautiful the way you are, and it's a very, very hard battle. So with stopping drugs, everything that you do, anything that you do a lot, right, of content, anything that you do a lot is an addiction, because you do it more than you should, and sometimes you do it when you shouldn't at all, like drugs, and in some cases people shouldn't drink. But any type of battle with the flesh is a battle that causes for. I mean, people don't understand how this flesh is addictive. This flesh is weak. The spirit is willing. It was conviction, knowing that something is wrong, but the desires of you keep on trying to fulfill the desires of the flesh. So it feels good, but I call it temporary pleasures and lasting shame because don't get me wrong, you can catch a disease. You ain't got to be men on men just to catch a disease, but all in all, what's natural about two men being together? And I was a man who used to be with other men. What's natural about two men being together? We can't produce a child together. I mean, and then you got to think about the traumatization for the children if you do have any children. You know, you going to school and you hearing, ha ha ha, Michelle and Rebecca have two daddies. That's not right. That's not right. And I don't care how anybody feels about that. But back to the story. Yes, I still have homosexual friends. Do I partake in homosexual activities? No, I do not. Believe what you want to believe. I don't care. I'm not here to impress anybody. I'm here to voice my opinion, and the opinion is neither right or wrong. But all I can say is this: this young man, his Caucasian friend called him and asked him like, so before he said that I guess he wanted to kick it, and the young man was like, he said before I even go, the Caucasian man told him like before we go any further, I just want to ask you how's your money looking, and the black man was like, well, my money ain't looking too right now. It's not a black thing. It's just he just happened to have no money, whatever. No. All I know is that he said, okay, well because I want to kick it and I don't want to have to be paying for your stuff before I get angry. So he stops and he lets it go, and the white man, quote unquote, says, I am kind of broke too. Yes, y'all ain't blind. I just kind of rolled my eyes. I cannot believe it. Anyway, the young man, they decided they was gonna hang out, but I guess the white man had a lot of other white friends that he was this how he want to kick it with. So let me remind you, before all this elapsed, the young man told his friend, "I'm broke. I got a McDonald's budget, and y'all trying to take me to Red Lobster." So that's how the night was. So at the end of it all, his when it's all said and done, what bugs me about this whole situation is why do people? I mean, why do people have to do such thing? I mean, such things. This young man, the thing that irritates me about this whole situation is you nice and you seem to be a blunt person, but I mean, respect is respect. He didn't respect you when he clearly on the phone lied and said he had money, didn't have any money, and then y'all go into all these expensive restaurants and you making you. I mean, of course, you know, I'm not gonna say he made you look any lesser than them. Only thing is, you should have been like, you should just let him know, like, I ain't got time for this. This ain't where I'm supposed to be. I told you I ain't got no money for this, and y'all trying to play me like I'm cheap or don't get me wrong, I'm broke for the time being, but so act like stop. He said, well, his friend was like, well, you have to understand, I have friends who are very wealthy. They ain't got nothing to do with the price in China, honey. We in America, and I told you I got American money. You know, America, how America supposed to allegedly be in debt. A lie. Anyways, this young man, he just, I don't really know where I'm going with this. All I know is right now I'm running out of time for this, so I'm just going like, so far for what y'all hear, we could keep it going. I just want to ask y'all, what do y'all feel about the whole, how the world is going, homosexuality, just different subjects and situations, just people. How do y'all feel about this? Be honest, be blunt. Just please do not cuss. Please don't cuss. You know, I'm trying to be nice, and I try to spare you guys' feelings, so please be respectful. And I ask that you subscribe, leave your messages, comments, and suggestions, and we can get to another, friendly debate, if you will say. And we're going to leave it there. Talk to you later.